I read 227 books in 2024. These are my top 10 fantasy books slash series. As always, I'm going to do this from 10th to 1st, and in 10th place was Lady Macbeth. I loved this. In 9th place, this one really surprises me, Starter Villain. I did not expect to love this as much as I did, but it was amazing. If you like audiobooks, you have to do it on audio. 8th was not as surprising. A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. I love T. Kingfisher, and this book was so good. 7th was Tress of the Emerald Sea. Lives rent-free in my brain. I just adore this. It's an adult fairy tale that I will never get over. 6th was The Will of the Many. I was so worried this was overhyped. It was not. I still think about it. I need the next book like yesterday. So good. 5th was the Bloodthorn Saga. I am obsessed with these. I loved this series so much. I'm still unwell, but this was an absolutely amazing Norse-inspired fantasy trilogy. And it is complete now, so go read it. 4th was The Sword of Cayenne. This was my first ML Wang book, and now I'm going to read everything that she ever writes. 3rd, The Fragile Threads of Power. I need the next book. This is another one. I need the next book yesterday. I am just so unwell, and I need the next one. But it was amazing. 2nd, it's another completed trilogy, The Greenbone Saga. This was one of the best fantasy series I have ever read in my entire life. I cannot believe I waited so long to read it. That is my only regret about this series. It is basically perfection. And my number one book of the year, which I didn't actually think was going to be my number one book of the year, but the more I have sat with this book and thought about it, the more it just will not leave my brain, and I love it and its characters so much. It is Blood Over Brighthaven. I adore this book. I think everybody should read it. It is heartbreaking. I cried big ugly tears, which I do not normally do, and I seriously have not stopped thinking about it since I read it. As always, I always want more book recommendations, so please tell me what some of your favorite fantasy books were of last year or ever.